How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be putting some fender covers, or like smaller fender flares, if you want to call them that, on my 95 F350. Got some rust, but I'll give you guys a look around and fill you on some information on what we're going to be doing today. Alright, so here's my 95 F350 7.3 Power Stroke. As you can see on the fenders, we got some rust holes, some bubbling. The truck has 384,000 miles on it, so, you know, this is to be expected, especially the truck being from the Midwest. But, yeah, it's got some rot. I actually think at some point, it looks like the fender here on the bed was repaired at one point. I had a few people tell me that as well. But, yeah, on the other side as well, I mean, obviously we got some rust, crackage. And then this is actually the best one out of the bunch. We just have some bubbles right there. But we got some fender covers for it. It's a 2-wheel drive, so I didn't want anything that stuck out too much. So I got ones that I could find were like the closest to it, and it sticks out only like, I think it was like 0.75 of an inch, pretty much. So before we go and put those on, I just want to say it's an old truck. It's got a ton of miles. And at some point in my life, I want to buy a 4-wheel drive version of this truck, crew cab long bed, with lower miles, with like no rust, and then build that. So I love this truck. It does what I need it to do. It tows that thing and that thing. So I'm really happy with it. We just got new headlights and grills and everything for it, so it's, you know, it's looking pretty good. But I just say that to say that's the reason why I'm not having this like professionally fixed. I don't want to put Bondo and whatever in it. It's an old truck. It's been around the block a few times. You know, it is what it is. So I think for now it's just going to look better, and this is definitely going to help prevent the rust. So before we go and put the flares on, I got this Rust-Oleum undercoating. I'm going to basically spray it in here, then use this little brush and just kind of paint it on and do real thick coats all on where the fender flare is going to be, and like underneath, and like just covering every bit of rust. It's supposed to stop rust, and it's supposed to kind of lock the rust in from spreading. So use this Rust-Oleum undercoating. It's like a rubberized thing. We're just gonna go ahead and start painting all this up. I'm gonna try to get it all up in here inside, and then from the back we're gonna get in from here and try to spray it in there, so just cover every inch of rust that it has, so it, you know, doesn't spread more. So I've just been spraying it in there, and then I use the brush and, like, you know, get some on the brush and then wipe it on there. But this is pretty much what I have done right now on just the one wheel well. So you can see I covered up as much of the rust itself as I could, any bare metal, covered it as best I could, and then just kind of around it, underneath, all like on the inside. As you can see, it's kind of hard to tell, but like I covered it all the way down, and then I covered a lot of the paint around it just to seal it off when the covers are on there, because I know they collect water a lot of the time, so I just want to seal it off. So this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing on the other 3 all around, so just so you guys get an idea, that's what it looks like. And if I have any left over, I'm just going to go through and like spray the wheel wells on the insides and everything, and yeah, just depends on how much I have left of that stuff. Alright, so here we are, all painted up. As you can see, covered as much of the rust as I could, and then a little bit extra. So I know it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than just slapping the covers on without actually doing anything. So yeah, here it is. Doing one at a time, as you should. It comes with, so I got these on eBay. I'll put the link in the description below. These are really thin, which I like because it's a 2-wheel drive. It doesn't stick out a whole lot. But yeah, it comes with self-tappers, some black ones, which are nice. It looks pretty good. The only thing is, the only way you secure these on here is through the bottom. And for some reason, I feel like just to be able to get it like cleanly up against the body of the truck. I feel like I'm gonna have to add my own self-tappers on top, which is why I have these. They're a little bit longer to go through here. I don't know if I'll need them or not, but you know, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and try to throw this cover on, and I'll tell you guys how easy it was. All right, 1 down, 3 to go. Wasn't too hard at all. In terms of putting more screws in through the top or like through the side here, I feel like that's kind of up to you. Personally, I probably will. It doesn't look too bad now, as you can see. The biggest issue I have is right here in the corner. There's a gap, and if there's a screw there, it'd really help push that gap in. And then over here, there's just a tiny little bit that a nice little screw would help. So maybe down the road I'll do that. I think I'm just gonna see how it holds up like this. But I mean, yeah, I'm really liking the way it looks. Looks clean, and we're gonna move on to the other sides. Okay guys, so it's been a while. It's been a few weeks of me running these fender flares, fender covers, whatever you want to call them. The reason I delayed me revealing it so long is because I wanted to give an honest review as well as just revealing how it looks. So we're gonna go ahead and flip the camera around. I'm gonna show you how they look and just tell you how they've been performing the past couple weeks. Before we get to the fender covers, just want to point out, if you may notice, this little trim piece here is a different color. I thought I got the matching color for the side. Turned out it was a few shades darker, so that is what it is. But we're gonna go ahead and look at the fender covers now. Here they are. Here's the other side. Get a close-up of them first, and then I'll talk about, you know, the install, how they've been performing. It's the rear. And if you remember from previous clips in the video previously, the amount of rust I had under there, under these covers. This, I think, is the worst one in terms of having a gap. So that one I'll probably put a self-tapper in a little bit, but it did also get done raining, which is why we have some water droplets on them. So yeah, so how have these things been running? Running pretty good. I mean, I don't have any complaints. To be honest with you guys, they actually do and look exactly as I was hoping. I'm very pleased with them. Like I said previously in this video, this is a 2-wheel drive, and I didn't want anything that stuck out. Like, if it stuck out, you know, like there's like the Bushwhacker fender flares, and there's a whole bunch of off-road fender flares. I didn't want any of those. To be honest, I rather would not have any on them than to have those on there. But I wanted something low-key. I wanted something that, you know, it looked somewhat stock. I didn't want it to be obvious that there were fender flares on it, which I've had a lot of people approach me about this truck, and no one said anything about it. So, you know, they do look a heck of a lot better than just having that rust there. It covered almost all of it, which is perfect, except for a little bit of bubbling here. And then, where is it? There's like the tiniest bit of paint showing, like right here from the undercoat that I put on there. But other than that, guys, it hides it really well. My only complaints would be the fitment on like this body line here on the bottom. It doesn't really squeeze it too good. This, you can ignore that. You know, your truck may or may not have that. But it doesn't squeeze up against the body line very good at the bottom, which is why I said previously, if you add self-tappers through the front, through here, you can kind of squeeze that in a little bit. something I still might do, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, as you can see on the rear fender here, a little bit of a gap up until it gets to the top here, and then just a little bit of a gap there as well. But the other ones, like all through here, it squeezes to the body pretty good, and they're super sturdy. Like, they haven't moved or adjusted or come off or anything. As you can see, there's a little bit of a gap there. I was like 100% planning on putting self tappers through the front. I just never really got around to doing it, and I decided it didn't look that bad without them. Like, I didn't want to accidentally damage the fender trying to put a self tapper through it. Like, it looked fine how it was. It's something I might still do, but honestly, guys, I don't know. Something honestly I probably will do is I'll probably try with the bad one on that side, the one that sticks out a little further. And if I can get the fender flare pretty dang close to the body all the way across, I might then run a bead of silicone all the way on the top here, all the way down, and then yeah, I might do that. That could be a later video. But pretty much, guys, I'm very happy with these fender covers. Fits and looks great on the old two-wheel drive here. If you wanted it for a four-wheel drive, I'm sure it would look good as well. But yeah, no complaints. Very little complaints. Looks good, as you can see here. Like, it sticks out a little bit, but guys, I'll tell you what, like, it hardly sticks out past where the original fender is, or was. As you can see, perfectly good. So yeah, that's the fender covers from eBay. Worth the money so far. I've been running them for almost a month now. Sorry about the wait there, but I just wanted to make sure that they were good before giving you guys a review on them. Sorry, I can't speak today for some reason. What do you think, Duke? He likes them. He told me he likes them. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. I'll try to get back with you the best I can. I should be putting the link of where I got these fender covers in the description below if you want to check them out for yourself. And yeah, let me know what you think of the video, and I'll see you guys next time.